Hi, welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about CBD Life Sciences. Ticker is CBDL. So I have done a couple of videos on them in the past, exactly what they do and so forth. So definitely take a look at that. This video is more so going to be an update video. So I do want to talk about whether right now is a good buying opportunity right now or not. I'll do a little bit of price action, talk about that because obviously the price has gone down quite a lot as of recently. So I'm going to talk about some factors why as well. But before I do get into any of that though, what I'm going to get you to do is smash a thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel significantly. For those that are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto, I do it all. So definitely subscribe. Also, link in my description to a Discord. It's a free chat that brings individuals together with the common theme of investing, making money, all that fun jazz. Because at the end of the day, that's why we invest. We invest in CBDL or whatever you want to make money and more so have fun with it. So definitely join the Discord. It's a good place to be and a lot of good individuals. But with all that said though, let's get into some CBDL. Okay, so just want to start off by going over what CBDL closed at, which was at 0004. Did have a range and it did hit 0003 to 5. Market cap is very minuscule. I don't think you'll ever see a company smaller than this at this level, so there definitely is a huge premium built into this. Volume 1.1 billion shares being traded on Friday. That is significant in and among itself. So a couple of things I do want to bring and talk about. So it wouldn't be 2021 if I didn't talk about some shorts. So 590 million shares were being shorted on Friday, which represented about 50.43 of the total volume. And like I said, based on here, pretty significant. So 1.1 billion shares being traded and 590 million being shorted. So it is pretty good, and obviously just thinking about it, you can definitely see why it did hit the 0003. Significant short volume. And even looking at the 5-day chart, it has been barcoding for quite some time. But looking at the 6-month chart since its high, it has just diminished quite rapidly, and now it's starting to just kind of flatline, it does look like. So as far as investors, let me know what you are doing and what you've been doing. If you've been holding or if you've been averaging down, if you bought what your average is, let me know. So just as far as a general update on a couple of factors, I'm sure a lot of individuals are already aware of this if you do like CBDL, but CBDL debuts Delta 10 cartridges. So new source of revenue, pretty good in the grand scheme of things, and it does say as far as that it was raw. Where did it say that? Basically, both quality in both the raw form and in the finished product. So definitely good, lab tested and so forth. So definitely can't hold it against a company like this to find new sources of revenue. Secondly, CBDL launches second retail store. So it does say that CBDL LBC Bioscience Inc. announces that the grand opening of their second location that took place on Saturday, June 12th was a success, and that they are planning on opening up further stores, it does say. So yeah, this is a pretty good success as well, and it even does say that CBD Life Sciences is looking forward to opening their third and fourth retail stores in Sedona and Las Vegas as time goes on. So growth is coming for it. Obviously, growth does take on quite some as far as costs. So that is one factor that a lot of investors should be aware of. When it does come to costs, you need revenue, or in this case, share dilution. So obviously, they added 80 billion shares. So looking at this as well, this in the grand scheme of things is probably, and it does attribute to the huge amount of volume. So yeah, it is what it is. Keep in mind as well, this is an over-the-counter stock, and especially given this market cap, minuscule, this is how they get their bread and butter at the end of the day. So a lot of people might hate it, but yeah, it is what it is. So a couple of things as well, how I'm doing an update video. So whether it's a good buying opportunity right now or not. Obviously, a couple of things that a lot of individuals should be aware of. The cannabis sector is suffering right now, and that is no kind of hidden secret. They're suffering quite a lot, and especially considering the FUD that has just come out recently as far as now health concerns within the sector. That is just further hurting it, and again, going to further hurt CBDL. One thing I didn't like as far as when I did an update video, So obviously I know when it comes to over-the-counter, you have to look through every corner for updates and things like that. CBD has done a lot of updates on Twitter, and they did. So they did obviously on March 20th. I don't believe I did an update on this aspect, but it does say that we have received some inquiries about a reverse split. We wish to inform shareholders that there's no planned reverse split. Stay tuned for updates. Well, if you click on this, unfortunately, other than March, they haven't done any updates. It goes silent. That is one factor that I do not like when it comes to a company, because this just aids more in kind of a pump and dump, potentially. They lured a lot of investors in, especially considering around here, investors got happy by the activity on Twitter, as in any over-the-counter stock, any activity is a plus, caused a little bit of an increase there, and just disappointment. So all in all, definitely not much positive news, despite what I kind of went over. Not much positive catalyst as far as CBDL that can propel it off of its trajectory right now. So like I said, it is what it is. There's a lot of things here as well. It just goes on to further say about the 8 billion shares. Their website does look very appealing. I have to hand that to them. But then again, any company can make a very alluring website, but it's whether they actually do kind of follow through. So definitely it is a good company if you are looking for a company within that sector. But in my opinion, I think the risk versus reward isn't there when it comes to this. As far as on a technical standpoint, there's no point me really doing in-depth analysis. There is a lot of indicators that are free on websites. So this one gives a 100% sell as far as CBDL. As far as this, it does even say as well that CBDL is down 75% since the beginning of the year. CBDL is also down about 20% below the 20-day and 80% below the 200-day moving average. So on a technical aspect, looking at this, that indicates a bearish signal. Just looking at that, and even looking at the chart. And even on this, it did break on the Friday. Further resistance, it did break the 20-day moving average. So all in all, it is a very kind of wishful thinking stock. So let me know your thoughts on CBDL and what you are doing, whether you're buying, selling, holding, still holding, and where you see things. As far as I know, and that I've done kind of research on, I didn't want to say it in the video because a lot of just rumors from a lot of individuals on stock forums. A lot of individuals still are very optimistic about this. This is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this video, is because there is a lot of, oddly, despite this price going on here, there is a lot of optimism. So, and given the price, as far as the risk versus reward there, yes, they might not have any catalysts, but even if you throw $100 or anything at this, it might go to something as far as in some regard. And even if it goes to 0008, that's still a 100% return at the end of the day. But let me know your thoughts. Keep in mind as well, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence at the end of the day and how you see things. And if you see this being right, then yes. How I see things is, I know this sector is in pain right now, and typically, and again, this is a very important thing I should say about this, is this sector will recover. And the biggest issue is, will it recover before CBDL dies out? I think at the end of the day, you can summarize whatever you want. It comes down to that. Will CBDL outlast and survive before the kind of the cannabis sector recovery, or anything like that? Because keep in mind, even if there is a market crash as well, the cannabis sector is expected to grow at a rate of about 30% year over year. That's significant. So there is still a little bit of a glimpse of hope for this, but whether it just dwindles down to 0001 and then fades out into further dilution and just
It is, yeah. But let me know your thoughts on CBDL though in the comments below.
Okay, so let me know your thoughts on CBDL in the comments below and what you are doing. If you are holding still, buying more, shorting it possibly if you can in your given your brokerage. If you haven't already, definitely smash your thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. Also, take a look at my Patreon, link in the description below. Cancel anytime you want. So yeah, it definitely helps my channel out growth significantly. Plus, it hopefully will help you as well, whatever your needs or wants are. Take a look at it. Has lots of tiers for whatever a lot of individuals want. But with all that said though, let's make a lot of money on CBDL.